Have you ever watched those mukbang videos and go like, hey, like shook huh? I have. But it's only today that I realized I'm sentient. I have free will. It's so tiring to talk like this. I've assembled the ultimate mukbang starter pack, all of which has been tagged and you can just buy from Shopee. As usual, we'll be going through all of them, giving them can skip, can try or can stay. The first two are self-explanatory. Can stay refers to the product staying in your shopping cart. So, should we go left to right or right to left? What should we begin with? Oh my god, so excited. Woo! To free will and sentience. On the left, we have the classic Samyang hot carbonara, topped with some cheddar, served with seaweed. In the middle, we have some Korean fried chicken, or oven roasted rather, sprinkled with some special seasoning that I got over here. And on the right, we have 3 different corn dogs. There's mozzarella, half and half, and potato I believe, 3 of which have topped with hot chicken mayo from Samyang. Ooh, where should we begin? Woo. Let's do a corn dog. Moving on to the next one. This is by Sajo. I'll do it without the mayo this time. Super duper crispy. In fact, a bit too crispy. I believe they add something into the batter for it to remain its crispiness, but unfortunately I wasn't fast enough, so after it has cooled down, right, it's rather tough. And also unfortunately I don't get to get the cheese pull, cause again, I took too much time in setting up. I'm sorry. I think this will be very nice if you have it hot and fresh. And they also package it individually for you, so you don't have to be worried about freezer burns or whatever. The batter itself is sweet. I think it's iconic of the corn dog, but very nice. I like the chicken mayo actually. I think it goes really well. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be spicy, but it's very manageable, at least in this amount. The potato one on the outside, all the rough edges on the outside, are bits of potato, almost like potato chips, cause they are really crispy and almost like hollow. The outside reminds me of the Jaggerbee snack. The corn dog is pretty good, and I think it can even be better if I had it fresher, but I'll give it a can try. Maybe it's because I'm not particularly a corn dog person. Anyway, let's move on to KFC, Korean fried chicken. Or should I say oven fried? And there's also this powder that is really similar to a certain brand of fried chicken. I air fried this for like 22 minutes and the crispiness is more impressive than I would think. Let's give this a go. That was the drumstick. Now there's the thigh. The powder on top is indistinguishable from the big brands outside. It's like I'm having the actual Korean fried chicken. This particular flavor is very cheesy and garlicky, with some other herbs and spices that I cannot really identify. But very nice. This powder, I'll give it a can stay. The chicken is surprisingly impressive. I air fried this, not deep fried, but the texture is very good. I'm not sure what they did technologically for it to come out like that, but it's so crispy and it stays crispy. The seasoning itself is pretty mild. I believe this is a sweet version, but more importantly, you can see from the bone that is obviously frozen, and yet it is not smelly. I don't get that frozen chicken stench. I'm not sure if it's the seasoning covering it up or quality of chicken to begin with, but I like that. Most of these frozen chicken products is usually very smelly. I don't want to be naming any brands, but I don't like another certain popular brand. I think the chicken wing always comes out very smelly. This is somehow okay. I'll give the chicken a high can try. Not particularly impressed with the flavor, but for something that you can get straight from your air fryer without making a mess, and you can get a texture like this, I think very impressive. And then lastly, of course we're gonna have the good old Ramyeon Mokukale. I melted some Tillamook cheddar on this because while you can get away with cheap cheese, I think it doesn't really add much to the ramyeon, cause plastic cheese normally only adds saltiness, and I think using more expensive cheese here is one of the rare times that putting more money is actually worth it, cause it gives a very nice milkiness to the dish. How do mukbangers keep everything fresh? Anyway. I don't think I need to say anything about the ramyeon. This particular variant is amongst the S tier of all the Korean ramyons out there. Most of you will have tried this before. Maybe some of you might even have this in your pantry right now. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say this is not nice. So naturally, I'll give it a can stay. As for the cheese, I think it's just solid traditional cheddar cheese. If you can find another brand, sure. I wouldn't say it's a can stay, but I do think it goes very well with ramen. So I'll give it a can try. A little bit of a different episode today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wanted to consolidate and simplify so that you can have your own mukbang at home. I know a lot of you watch these videos with your partner, so this will be a really good time to be like, B, 我要. Anyway, all of the products should be tagged in the video as usual. As of the time of shooting, I'm not sure if Shopeed is replenishing the vouchers. I'll let you all know in the comments if they do. But for now, that's all I have for you guys this time. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!